was flying to the front door to my 15-hour day. I got a phone call from my mother, and this is what she had to say. You're gonna get there when you get there. You'll be gone when you're gone. And if you ain't even got there, take your time, it won't take long. She said that time might bite you badly. You better hold on to this part, 'cause 60 seconds in the sunshine is better than a lifetime in the dark. On the way to where you're going, just remember where you're from. But don't you worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow might not even come. She said, my son, you got to slow down and smell the flowers on the way. Spend your time on friends and family.
Let's give you one sort of example of some of the things I've run into with police forces. Forced suicides, or honor killing of young girls, amongst brown females in Canada is probably highest here in Ontario, second highest in British Columbia, but the rate here in Ontario is probably the highest of suicides amongst brown Muslim females in the world. So that includes, you know, India, Pakistan, where there's high degree of Muslim population. So it's a known problem that girls are being murdered or forced to commit suicide in their own household. And right now, the drug of choice is warfarin, blood thinner. The police know this, Peel Regional, Toronto, whatever. I've talked to them, and they tell me something really fascinating. They say they know what's going on, and they're working on it. But getting into the community is very hard because you can't get witnesses, no one wants to talk. Even if you talk to the sister of a girl who's been murdered, essentially, or forced to commit suicide, you can only meet her off-site, you can't meet her in uniform, and she's terrified. If somebody sees her talking to an outsider, that'll get back to her father, her uncle. So here's the thrust of the matter. When I talk to the police at the front end level, and I worked for the RCMP for 6 years, and I've worked with a variety of police forces, these guys and these gals tell me that when they go to their supervisors at the inspector level or the superintendent level and say, we need more resources, we need to get out into the community, they get told, yes, you're right, we need to do this. And that layer of management in most police forces is still white, male, and mostly Christian. But they have no problem going after it. Where it dies and where they get no support is at the chief level and at the police board level. When it gets promoted to that level, it dies because, oh, well, we can't touch that. That's cultural. We can't touch that. That's religious. The politicians have got the chiefs of police so terrified, they don't even talk about this stuff. Chief Mortillo in Ottawa, when he was asked about all the shootings occurring in Ottawa right now, said he had no idea what was causing the increase in shootings. And everybody just kind of like, okay, you know.
Well, there you go, folks. Islam has made Ontario famous. We are the world's capital for assisted honor-killing suicides. Isn't that great? Thanks, Islam. We appreciate the international notoriety of being #1 in the world for assisted suicides. Thanks. Isn't multiculturalism great?
Hi folks, how's everybody doing on this Sunday afternoon? Just wanted to pop on real quick, remind you that we are on live tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube, sending it back out live on Facebook via my Canadian Patriot group, CPR, Canadian Patriot Report with Duke Willis on Facebook. The live show, however, is right here on YouTube. I got Barry Prince joining me tonight. I got Jorgen Vollrath joining me tonight from Against the Grain. And we're going to talk about all kinds of things, including This kind of stuff.
Right up the edge there, it's a little bit of fire came down.
Check out the houses on each
We got
side.
a house right there, and multiple houses down here in Oak Park.
Look at the trees
You
around
see
this
right there, it's the ones
supposedly
that back up to
burned
the,
house.
Interface, and that's 12 o'clock. Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, I see it now.
This
It's
is from
Lindero Canyon, I see
California.
there, so, yeah, trying to get oriented here from so high up and very little.
Check out the
visibility,
houses and trees around this
outward to where I can
supposedly
get my
burned
references,
out
but
home.
You can see here the damage.
There's no
houses on
marks
either
in the
side,
trees. That house
you know,
burned
still
to the
standing, but
ground
one right there
and
is,
never
completely
singed
gone.
the leaves
And
in a
it got into
tree
these
10
houses,
feet away.
in the back.
Same here, right
got
at
that
the
one house
top of
right
the
there.
picture, just above the
that's one we were
burned out
watching
house
last night.
next to the fence. See
Yeah,
that
we were
white
watching this one last
canopy
night.
for a little gazebo? That's I
Right here,
I
we're
have a
looking
canopy
into
like
Thousand
that.
Oaks area,
They're
actually.
plastic.
Yeah, this is the
You
north end of
burned the
Thousand
house
Oaks
next
area.
to it. They're going to melt.
Looking for any damage in here, but it doesn't look like fire got into this area. This is to the, actually right up the edge there. It's a little bit of fire came down.
Do you see
we got a house
damage
right
on any
there.
of the houses around there?
And multiple houses down here in Oak Park.
Like next
You
to
see
them?
right there. It's the ones that back up to the interface, and that's 12 o'clock. Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, I see it now. It's Lindero Canyon, I see there. So, yeah, trying to get oriented here from so high up and very little visibility outward to where I can get my references. But you can see here the damage. Houses on either side, still standing, but the one right there is completely gone. And it got into these houses in the back. They got that one house right there. In fact, that's one we were watching last.
I don't know how two houses can stand and the one in the middle is completely gone, but trees only 10 feet from a burned out house still have green leaves on them. Am I the only one that's watching that video and thinking to myself, somebody somewhere said, Spock, fire the phasers? I don't know. You tell me. Join the show tonight. Skype Duke Willis. Add your name to the list of guests. Come and have your opinion. This is just one of the many things we're going to talk about tonight on Canadian Patriot Report. YouTube. Meet you there at 9 o'clock. And don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified when we go live.
I know I'm wasting all my time standing in that coffee line. Then we be sitting around the table drinking Java by the cup. You know what? My lady wants me home, but when I sit down, I can't get up. You know what? Drink my coffee from my favorite cup. Good God. Sitting down at Tim Hortons, I'll be sucking it up. Mercy. I got to make that scene. But after one cup, I gotta pee. You see, my hair's all gone, and my beard is turning gray. Mercy. All the women that I hit on turns their head the other way. You know, I might get me a real nice blonde. If I look a little more like James Bond.